Welcome to session 2 of Unit 5 in learning the course Design and Analysis of Algorithms. In our previous session, we seen the general method of branch and bound algorithm design strategy. Now from this session, we are going to see various applications which can be solved by using branch and bound algorithm design strategy. As the part of today's session, we are going to see the first application, which is nothing but traveling salesperson problem. I hope you already know the problem statement of traveling salesperson problem. We already seen that traveling salesperson problem in dynamic programming. We solved that problem also. Okay, once again, the traveling salesperson problem can also be solved by using branch and bound algorithm design strategy. How we are going to solve that traveling salesperson problem in branch and bound design strategy, that we are going to see now. The main objectives of this session are to understand what is traveling salesperson problem, to solve traveling salesperson problem by following branch and bound algorithm design strategy. The learning outcomes of this session, by listening this session, one can understand what is traveling salesperson problem and able to follow branch and bound algorithm design strategy for solving traveling salesperson problem. The topics that we are going to cover in this session are problem statement, procedure for solving traveling salesperson problem, example problem. Now let us see what is the problem statement of traveling salesperson problem. Let us see. Given a set of cities and a distance between every pair of cities. We are given a set of cities and distance of traveling between every pair of cities, that is traveling from one city to other city. Now, the salesperson has to visit each one of the cities starting from a certain one, that is, consider that certain one as his hometown. The salesperson has to start from his hometown and he has to visit all the cities and return to his hometown. The problem is to find the shortest possible route that visits every city exactly once and returns to the starting point. So here the traveling salesperson problem is the salesperson has to start from his own town and he has to visit all the cities exactly once and he has to finally return to his hometown. By moving which path he can complete his tour with minimum cost, that we need to find. Now consider here we explained the problem statement in terms of cities and distance between cities. Now we are going to represent those cities and distance between those cities as a graph-like structure. Consider the vertices of a graph as cities and edge weights as the distance between the cities. In the graph, the vertices as the cities and the edge weight, what the value assigned to the edge, which is considered as distance of traveling from one city to other city. The time complexity of traveling salesperson problem is big O of n square into 2 power n. Big O of n square into 2 power n. Right. What is the procedure that we follow for solving this traveling salesperson problem in branch and bound technique? Now, for solving traveling salesperson problem, we used a method of reduced matrix. Now, what is reduced matrix? First, we need to know. Now, first, what the procedure that we are following for solving this problem? The first step is reduce the given cost matrix. First, we need to write the cost matrix for the given graph. Now, the first step in solving the traveling salesperson problem is reduce the given cost matrix. How to reduce the given cost matrix? First of all, what is a reduced matrix? So, first of all, we need to know what is a reduced matrix. A matrix is said to be reduced if every row and column is reduced. What is a reduced matrix? A matrix is said to be reduced If every row and every column is reduced. What is meant by row reducing and column reducing? If you know row reduction and column reduction, then you can know reduced matrix. What is row reduction? A row or a column is said to be reduced if it contains at least one zero and all remaining entries are non-negative. A row is said to be reduced if it contains at least one zero and all remaining elements are non-negative. That is, for example, the cast matrix contains a row like this. Is it reduced? What is row reduction? The row should contain at least one zero element. Here there is no any zero element, so it is not reduced. Now suppose if I have zero element here, is it reduced? Yes, it contains one zero element and all other remaining elements are non-negative elements. Now another one. If I write like this, is it reduced? No. Even it has 0, but there is a negative element, so it is not reduced. So what is row reduction? A row is said to be reduced if it contains at least one zero element. There may be more zero elements. At least there should be at least one zero element and remaining all elements are non-negative. In the same way, a column is also said to be reduced if it contains at least one zero element and all other remaining elements are non-negative. Suppose for example, my column contains the elements like this, 2, 3, 0, infinite, infinite. Is it reduced? Yes, it is reduced since it contains one zero element and all other remaining are non-negative elements. So row reduction and column reduction. Now how to reduce a row and how to reduce a column? By reducing a row and by reducing a column, you can get a reduced matrix. Reduced matrix means all rows should be reduced and all columns should be reduced. That is, all rows should have at least one zero element and all other elements are non-negative elements. All columns are said to be reduced means every column should have at least one zero element and all other elements are non-negative. Then only we can say a matrix is reduced. Now how to reduce a matrix? How to do row reduction in a matrix and how to do column reduction in a matrix? Let us see that process. Now, how to obtain a reduced matrix? First see row reduction. Take the minimum element from first row, subtract it from all elements of first row. Take the minimum element from first row and subtract it from all elements of first row. Next, take minimum element from the second row and subtract it from second row. Similarly, apply the same procedure for all rows to get row reduction. That is, for example, here I have a matrix like this. If I want to do row reduction, what I need to do? Here we need to take the minimum element in that row. What is the minimum element in that row? 3. We need to subtract that minimum element from all the elements. That is, by subtracting 3 from 5 we will get 2, 3 from 3 we will get 0, 4 from 3 we will get 1. Now in this row, what is the minimum element? 3. Now I am going to subtract 3. This becomes infinite. Even I subtracted, this becomes infinite. Now by subtracting 3 from this row, it becomes like this. Now here this row already contains 0. So the minimum itself is 0. So we cannot subtract anything. Now this becomes a row reduced matrix. Now how to do column reduction? In the same way, we can do the column reduction. Take a minimum element in the column. If that column does not contain any zeros, take the minimum element in that column and subtract that minimum element from all the elements of that column. Then you can get a column reduction. So first you need to do row reduction and then you need to do column reduction. Then find the total reduction. That is, what is total row reduction and what is total column reduction, that you need to find. Right. Next. Now same process, column reduction, I said you that find the sum of elements. Now what the next step that we are going to follow is associate the cumulative reduced sum to the starting state as lower bound and infinite as the upper bound. So first we need to do the row reduction, find the sum of row reduction values. Then you need to do the column reduction and find the sum of column reduction. Find the cumulative reduced sum, that is row reduction plus column reduction, and after that this reduced value becomes the lower bound of starting point and consider infinite as the upper bound for the starting point. This is the procedure. Next, what the next step that we are going to do in that procedure? Calculate the reduced cost matrix for every node R. Calculate the reduced cost matrix for every node R. How to calculate the reduced matrix? Let us see. Let A be the reduced cost matrix for the node R. Let S be the child of R. Let us see. Here R is a node and S is child of R. R is a node and S is child of R, and here A is reduced matrix at R. A is reduced matrix at R. Now, how to find the reduced matrix at every node? Let us see. Change all entries in row I and column J2 of A to infinite. So, first, that is, if you want to find the reduced matrix at S, what you need to do? That is, we are going to find the reduced matrix for the path RS. That is, you consider this as I and this as J. Change all entries in row I and column J of A as infinite. So, rth row and sth column, make all the entries of A, rth row and sth column as infinite, and set A J1 to infinite, that is S1 to infinite. And then what is the next step? Reduce all rows and columns in the resulting matrix. We need to reduce all rows and columns in the resulting matrix except the rows and columns which are having all infinites. Let R be the total subtracted amount to reduce the matrix, that is row reduction plus column reduction. That value is taken as R. Then find the cost of S. How to find the cost of S? Cost of R plus Aij plus reduced value R. Okay. Now, by finding the cost, we can find in which path we are moving, what is the next node that the salesperson has to visit. Then we need to repeat the same process for all the nodes. Okay. So, this is the procedure what we are following for solving this traveling salesperson problem. Now, I will explain you the entire procedure by taking an example. Let us see the example. Now, here we are given a cost matrix. This is the given cost matrix. That is, suppose the nodes are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and here also the nodes are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now, that is cost of traveling 1 to 1 is to be taken as infinite. Since we are actually traveling cost of 1 to 1 is to be considered as 0 in general cost adjacency matrices. But here in case of traveling salesperson problem, since we are using reduced cost matrix method, we need to consider cost of traveling 1 to 1 as infinite. In the same way, cost of 2 to 2 infinite, 3 to 3 infinite, 4 to 4 infinite, and 5 to 5 also infinite. That is, and cost of traveling 1 to 2 is 20, 2 to 1 is 15. Traveling 1 to 3 is 30 and 3 to 1 is 3. Like that, here you given a cost matrix. Now, how to get the reduced matrix for this? Let us see how to get the reduced matrix. Step 1. Find the reduced cost matrix. Apply row reduction method. how to apply row reduction method. What is the minimum element in the first row? In the first row, the minimum element is 10. That is, we need to subtract 10 from all entries of that one. That is what we are getting: infinite, 20 minus 10, 10, 30 minus 10, 20, 10 minus 10, 0, 11 minus 10, 1. We reduced the first row. Now what about the second row? What is the minimum entry in the second row? 2 is the minimum entry. Here in the first row, 10 is the minimum entry. In the second row, 2 is the minimum entry. We need to subtract 2. That is 13, infinite, 14, 2, 0. In the third row, what is the minimum entry? 2 is the minimum entry. By subtracting 2, what we will get? 1, 3, infinite, 0, 2. Now in this one, what is the minimum entry? 3. Now what we will get? 16, 3, 15, infinite, 0. Now in the last row, what is the minimum entry? 4. That is 12, 0, 3, 12, infinite. This is row reduced matrix. This is row reduced matrix. Let us see here. This gives the row reduced matrix. Now what is the total row reduction? 10 plus 2 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4, which becomes 21. Total row reduction is 21. So first we get reduced row reduction matrix. On this we need to apply column reduction. Let us see column reduction. Now how to get column reduction? Now column reduction means, here let us see the first column. Let us see the first column. This is the row reduced matrix what we get earlier. Now in the first column, what is the minimum element? 1. Now by subtracting 1, what we will get? 12, 0, 16 minus 1, 15, 12 minus 1, 11. Now what is the minimum entry in second column? Since it already contains 0, this is the minimum entry. 0 is the minimum entry. Now in this column, 3 is the minimum entry. By subtracting 3, what we will get? 11, 17, 11, infinite, 12, 0. Now what is the minimum entry here? It already contains 0. So 0. What is the minimum entry here? This also already contains 0. So the total column reduction is 1 plus 0 plus 3 plus 0 plus 0. That is 1 plus 3, which is nothing but 4. The total column reduction is 4. And this is reduced matrix. This is reduced matrix at 1. Reduced matrix at node 1. Why we are considering at node 1? Why we are saying at node 1 means that in all the traveling salesperson problems, the source node is to be taken as 1. That is, the salesperson starts his tour from node 1 itself. So that's why we are considering this as the reduced matrix at node 1. Okay. Now what is total reduction? Cumulative reduced sum is equal to row wise reduction for column wise reduction. We already seen the row reduction is 21 and column reduction is 4, which becomes totally 25. Now what is this one? This is the cost of root node, that is at node 1. This is considered as lower bound at node 1. That is 25 becomes the lower bound at node 1 and infinite becomes the upper bound at node 1. Now let us see the tree structure, how we are representing the tree structure. Now first the tour starts from node 1 and lower bound is 25 and upper bound is infinite. Lower bound is 25 and upper bound is infinite. Now from 1, traveling salesperson has to move to which city? Whether 2, 3, 4 or 5. To which city he has to move? Now here we need to consider the reduced matrix at 1. We already find the reduced matrix. This is the reduced matrix. This reduced matrix we need to use in the further processing. So we need to find the path 1 to 2. What is the cost of traveling path 1 to 2? What is the cost of traveling 1 to 3, 1 to 4, 1 to 5? That we need to find. Okay. Now let us see the process, how we are finding these values. What is the process? Let us see. First we are considering the path 1, 2. We are considering the path 1, 2. What we are doing? Change all entries in row 1 and column 2 of A to infinite. Now here what is the reduced matrix? Here this is A, which is reduced matrix at 1. Now in this, make all entries in row 1 and column 2 of A to infinite. I already said you that R is the root node, S is the child node. That is 1 is the root node, 2 is the child node, R, S. Consider R as I, S as J. That is 1 as I, 2 as J, I, J. So row 1, column 2, row I and column J. That is row 1 and column 2. Now I am making row 1 as infinite and column 2 as infinite. Made all entries of row 1 and column 2 as infinite. Set A J1 to infinite. J1 means J is 2. 2, 1 to infinite. This is the 2, 1 position. So 2, 1 to infinite. Let us see. Here, these are the positions. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. These are the positions. Now I made row 1 as infinite and column 2 as infinite and 2, 1 as infinite. And consider remaining all elements as it is. Now consider the remaining elements. 11, 2, 0, 0, infinite, 0, 2, 15, 12, infinite, 0, 11, 0, 12, infinite. Now we need to apply row reduction and column reduction on this matrix. Now let us see row reduction. We need not apply row reduction for the row which contains all infinites, and also column reduction which contains all infinites. So here I am going. So for this the minimum entry is 0. The minimum entry is 0. Here also the minimum entry is 0. Here also the minimum entry is 0. So total row reduction is 0. And coming to column reduction, this entry contains 0. This entry also contains 0. This entry also contains 0. This entry also contains 0. So total column reduction also 0. So total reduction R is equal to row reduction plus column reduction, which becomes 0. Now how to find the cost of S? That is cost of 2. How to find the cost of 2? Cost of R. What is the cost of R? Cost at node 1. Cost at node 1 is its lower bound, which is nothing but 25. Plus cost of ij, ante 1, 2. What is cost of 1, 2? 10. Plus what is R value? That is reduction value 0. Now the cost of 2 is 25 plus 10 plus 0, which is nothing but 35. Now cost of 2 I found as 35. Next, what is the next one? Consider the path 1, 3. Consider the path 1, 3. In the same way, you need to follow the same process. Now, what is the process we are following? Make first row and 1, 3, third column as infinite and make 3, 1 as infinite and use remaining all entries as it is. That is, now here from that matrix we need to write all entries as it is. That is the reduced matrix at 1. So we need to use that only here. Reduced matrix only we need to use. Later, after that we need to apply row reduction and column reduction. Now here this row already contains 0, 0, 0 and 0. So total row reduction is 0 and column reduction. Now let us see here the minimum entry is 11. So this matrix is updated. How this matrix is updated? By subtracting 11, it becomes 1, infinite, it becomes 4, this becomes 0. Now here this column contains 0. This column also contains 0. This column also contains 0. What is total column reduction? 11. Now what becomes the matrix? Here the matrix is, since we are not reducing any value from the remaining entries you need to consider as it is: 0, infinite, 12, infinite, 0, 2, 0, infinite. This is the reduced matrix at 3. This is the reduced matrix at 3. And what is the cost of 3? What is cost of 3? So first you need to find R value. What is R? Row reduction plus column reduction. What is its value? 11. Now what is cost of 3? Cost of R, that is cost of 1, 25 plus cost R value, that is reduction value 11 plus cost of 1 3. What is cost of 1 3? 17. So by adding all these things, we will get 53. That is cost of 3 is 53. We already find cost of 2, which is 35. Cost of 3 is 53. We already find cost of 3. Next we need to consider 1 4. Now how to find 1 4? Let us see here 1 4. That is, we need to make first row, fourth column as infinite and 4 1 as infinite, and remaining entries becomes similar as it is we have to take 0 3 infinite 2. Now this becomes 15 3 12 infinite 0 11 0 0 infinite. This is the matrix. Now on this matrix we need to apply row reduction and column reduction. Now let us see the row reduction 0 0 0 0. So total row reduction is 0. Coming to column reduction 0 0 0 and 0. Total column reduction also 0. So R becomes 0 and cost of 4. The matrix is not changed. The matrix is as it is. And cost of 4 is equal to cost of R, that is 25 plus reduced value 0 plus cost of 1 4. 1 4 is 0, which becomes 25. Here you can see 1 4 is 0. So 25. That is cost of 4 here I found as 25. Next, what the path that I need to consider? 1 5. Now let us see 1 5. How to do 1 5? Make first row and fifth column as infinite. First row and fifth column as infinite. And 5 1 as infinite. Take the remaining entries as it is. 12 infinite 11 2. 0 3 infinite 0. 15 3 12 infinite. 0 0 12. This is the matrix. Now on this matrix we need to apply row reduction. Let us see the row reduction. Now here the minimum entry is 2. So that's why the matrix will be changed. So we are writing the matrix. By subtracting 2, I'll get 10 infinite 1 0 infinite. In this row this is 0. So the row becomes as it is. And in this the minimum entry is 3. So we need to subtract 3. What it becomes? 12 0 9 infinite infinite. In this the minimum entry is 0. So this becomes as it is. So this is the row reduced matrix and total row reduction is 5. Now what about column reduction? Here this column contains 0, this column contains 0, this column contains 0, this column contains 0. So total column reduction is 0. So what is total reduction? 5 plus 0, which is 5. What is cost of 5? Cost of 5 is equal to 25. That is cost of 1 plus reduction, total reduction 5 plus what is the cost of 1 5? 1 1, which is nothing but 31. That is the cost of 5 is I found as 31. So let us see. Here I found the cost of 1 2, 1 3, 1 4 and 1 5. Out of all those, which is minimum? Out of all these values, which is minimum? Which one is minimum? 25 is minimum. So the next vertex that the salesperson is visiting is 4. So from 4, where he has to move? The remaining alternatives are 2, 3, 5. The remaining alternatives are 2, 3, 5. So we need to find the cost of traveling 4 to 2, 4 to 3 and 4 to 5. And what the matrix that you need to consider here? We need to consider the reduced matrix what we obtained at 4. At 4, what the reduced matrix that you obtained? At 4, this is the reduced matrix what you obtained at 4. So that's why you need to use this matrix now. From here onwards, you need to use this matrix. Initially, you used that matrix, which is the reduced matrix at 1. From here onwards, you need to use this matrix. Okay, right. Now, let us see how to find the cost of 4, 2. How to find cost of 4, 2? This is the reduced matrix at 4. Now, what we need to do? I is 4 and j is 2. What I need to do? Make 4th row and second column as infinite. 4th row. So, here for my convenience, I am representing the rows and columns. 4th row means this one. So, make all entries of 4th row as infinite, and column 2. Make all entries of column 2 as infinite, and make 2, 1 as infinite, this one as infinite, and take remaining entries as it is. All these are infinites, and coming to this one, this becomes 11, infinite, 0, this is 0, infinite, infinite, 2, and this is 11, 0, infinite, infinite. On this, you need to apply reduction, row reduction and column reduction. Now here, this is 0, this is 0, and this is 0. That is, row reduction is 0. And coming to column reduction, row reduction 0, 0. So both row reduction is 0 and column reduction is 0. So total reduction is 0. So what is cost of 2? Here, cost of 4. What is cost of 4? 25 plus. What is total reduction? 0 plus. What is cost of 4, 2? What is cost of 4, 2? 3. That is 28. So we found the cost of traveling from 4 to is 28. In the same way, you can calculate 4 to 3 and 4 to 5. Okay, by using the same reduced matrix. So here this is 4 to 3. We find the cost as 50. Next, 4 to 5. We found the cost as 36. Out of these 3, which is minimum? This one is minimum. This one is minimum. So, the traveling salesperson starts from 1, next visits 4, next visits 2. Then what is the alternative for next? Either 3 or 5. So, how the tree structure looks like? Now, here the possible paths are 2 to 3 or 2 to 5. Let us see. Here, the possible paths are 2 to 3. Sorry, this one is 3, 2 to 3 and 2 to 5. Now here, what the cost matrix that we need to use? What the cost matrix we obtained at 2, at this place. Here we obtained one cost matrix for 2. Here we obtained one cost matrix for 2. Since we are finding the path from here, we need to use the cost matrix, reduced matrix, what we obtained here. Okay, so what I am doing? Change all entries of row 2, column 3 as infinite and 3, 1 as infinite. Reduce the matrix and find the cost. Now by finding the cost, I got the cost of traveling 2 to 3 as 52 and the cost of traveling 2 to 5 as 28. Since 28 is minimum, the next one is only one alternative we have. What is that alternative? 5, 3. That path is 5, 3. That is, here you need to use the cost matrix at 5, reduced matrix at 5, and find the cost of traveling from 5 to 3. Here I obtained the cost of traveling from 5 to 3 as 21. 5 to 3 as, 28. So, we find the path. What is the path? Cost of 1. So, which finally he has to reach to his own native place. So, we are representing 3 to 1. Its cost also becomes 28. Let us see the path. 1 to 4. Here we are moving from 1 to 4, 4 to 2, 2 to 5, 5 to 3 and 3 to 1. 1 to 4, 4 to 2, 2 to 5, 5 to 3 and 3 to 1. What is its cost? 1 to 4. What is 1 to 4? 10. Next, 4 to 2. What is 4 to 2? 6. 2 to 5. What is 2 to 5? 2. What is 5 to 3? 7. And what is 3 to 1? 3. 10 plus 6 plus 2 plus 7 plus 3. By adding all these values, you will get the cost as 28. So, you can check that whether you did the problem correctly or not. What the value that you obtained at the last node, that must be equal to the cost of path. This is the given cost matrix. In this given cost matrix, you can take the path costs and you can add those costs. That should be equal to this one. This gives your traveling salesperson problem, which can be solved by using LC, branch and bound method. This is the least cost method. Every time we are taking least cost, lowest value. So I hope you all understood the solving of traveling salesperson problem in branch and bound technique. I am going to summarize the concepts what we explained in this session. In this session, we explained what is traveling salesperson problem, what the various steps that we are following in solving the traveling salesperson problem also we seen, and we learned about reduced matrix. What is reduced matrix, what is row reduction, what is column reduction, since we are using the concept of reduced matrix in solving the problem traveling salesperson application. So here I hope you understand the solution of the problem. Now here I am giving some question to assess yourself. Please solve this problem. Here I given a cost matrix and find the minimum cost tour for this matrix. In preparing this digital content, in preparing this presentation, I used the digital content from various public sources. This is only used for educational purpose and not for the commercial purposes. Thank you for listening the session.